myself. So we'll do a big back and forth of answering all those things.
Okay, how many Kaa fans would you think is out there?
God, I don't know. That's a good question. It's definitely a very much, you know, there's only so many people that are into hypnosis. I would say hypnosis is probably its own fetish. You know, that's something that people would recognize. Like if you were to list off fetishes, it'd be like, you know, feet, bondage, and then the hypnosis would be on that list. But I think this particular one is probably a mixture between like snakes.
It's a crossover. Yeah, it's like crossover of hypnosis. What about those warp people?
Yeah, I don't know. But
But
I'd say it's a very small subset. So, you know, there's a great deal of people. You know, I have almost 2,000 subscribers. So obviously all of those people are interested in it. And I know that there are people, you know, who get hundreds of thousands of views on their KaaV videos. So, you know, there's definitely a market out there. People love this stuff. And, you know, we're all very desperate to find new stuff. So, you know, you'll attract definitely a lot of attention with this film.
it's still a rather small fetish community. I think probably the whole world only has less than like maybe 10,000, 20,000 people.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people in the world. So even like, you know, a fraction of 1% is going to be a lot of people.
Yeah.
And worldwide, you know, a ton of people probably haven't even like watched the film or are on YouTube. So it is very difficult to judge. I agree, Calcutter.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge, but it's definitely smaller than feet, bondage.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a very small subset. You know, there's only going to be so many people. But you know, Disney keeps hinting that they know about us, though, because in the new film, gosh darn it if they aren't marketing Kaa like crazy.
Yeah, and I want to know how old you guys are. I have a feeling most of you guys are pretty young.
Well, I have demographics that I can see when I look at my videos of what kind of people watch, and it's usually 18 between 18 and 30 is my biggest demographic, and then there's, you know, second biggest is probably, you know, 14 to 18, and then after that it's 30 plus. So, you know, it's people that are pretty young, you know, in their 20s and stuff. Is probably the biggest group.
Yeah.
It's people that probably grew up with the film too. Sort of had that impact in their early childhood, and have sort of the internet has evolved, and then they grew older, and then they're like, oh hey, this is a thing.
When did Jungle Book come out?
Oh, the original Jungle Book came out in 1969, so it's very old. But you know, people would show it to their kids for a while, and then I think this is the first generation that has coincided with seeing it, and then also the internet exists at the same time.
Okay, so the millennials just caught on the wave of this Kaa. That's why the age demographic is younger.
Yeah, that's why. That's my. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just the age demographic that uses, like, you know, YouTube and the internet more often than not. So.
Yeah, so for people who are commenting, can everybody tell us how old you are? I'm thinking they're all like, you know, mostly the under 30, between 20 to 30, and the second one probably be like the really, really young teenagers. I'm imagining those really cool, like young kids, like between 10 to like 15, 16 years. And then they gotta be really cool kids.
Yeah, the Kaa community is super cool. You guys know. Super cool. 1967. Sorry. Not 1969. I'm a terrible Kaa fan. I need to resign my position. I don't even know when the original movie came out. Wow. I'm terrible.
Kaa 721 is 92, 17, 18, 15, 21.
Yeah, Kaa 721, unless you're writing this from a hospital on like a heart monitor, you're not 92, buddy. Nice try.
I think it means 1992 that he was born, no?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, for new people that are joining, sorry about the echo. We had a lot of audio issues at the beginning, and this is the only way we figured out how to make it work, so I'm not going to try and fix it, because otherwise I could break it again. And I'm sure you guys would rather listen to us than silence. Echoey noise rather than silence. So, any other questions you guys have for us, or Agnes has for the community?
I have a lot of questions.
All right, then we'll just continue going with yours, and you guys keep posting in the comments, and I'll look through them later.
Yeah, I don't even know if I should ask. It might be not so appropriate and personal.
Well, you know, use your discretion, but like, we're open to a lot of